Hello everyone, Dimitri here, pornography addiction recovery coach, and in this video we're going to deal or explore the link between stress, the fact that we're watching pornography before going to bed, and why we do that, why I used to do that, why you do that now, and you're going to stop doing that because you're going to stop watching pornography very soon. So stress. So let's define these words. Stress comes from a scarcity of resources in your life. Okay, so if you're feeling stressed, there is something that is missing in your life. You may be stressed because of money. You don't have enough money. You may be stressed because you don't have time. Your time is like compacted during the day and there's no room for you to move in. There's no buffer between calls and you're just overwhelmed. You could be stressed because you feel rejected and not loved, and that gives you like this existential stress. Any stress corresponds to a lack of resources in your life. So what is the lack of resources? The resource in your life that is causing the stress. Okay, so this is stress. Something else that we want to discuss or define is that vast majority of people, or maybe a fair fraction of people, would consume pornography before going to bed. Okay, I've had maybe about 40% of my clients who watch pornography before going to bed. This is their go to bed routine. Okay, so why do we do that? Why do they do that? And what is the link between stress and sleep? And why is that a bad thing to do? It's a very, very bad thing to do. Okay, so I want to introduce a concept called ego depletion. So ego depletion is a concept from psychology that was introduced by a psychologist, the name of which escapes me now, in the 90s. The word ego has a million definitions, which eventually all overlap, but people tend to get confused. Let's just say that here ego is just you, it's just yourself. Okay, so ego depletion means that you're going through your day and you're doing all the things that are tiring. Okay, you're doing all the things that you're not driven throughout your day. You're confronted to difficulties and obstacles and setbacks, etc., etc., and you're basically engaging in things that you don't want to do. Okay, it's also stress, like having to do things that ultimately you don't want to do, you don't care about, there's no purpose for you in that, you're not connected to these goals. Okay, and that's going to lead to ego depletion. So ego depletion is when you're engaging in things that you don't care about and you're like forcing yourself to plow through your day in hope that things get better or that you get things done off your to-do list, and then at the end of the day you are exhausted. Okay, you are tired, you are drained because there's something that's not aligned in the way you live your life. And so that leads to you looking for some comforting, looking for some soothing, and that is what you do with pornography. Okay, pornography is this little frame where you create where nothing impacts you, where your environment is 100% controlled with the ritual that you're engaging in, closing the doors, putting the latch on, whatever it is. There's going to be no phone call, or if there is a phone call, you won't address it. So you are completely free. Okay, my camera just filled up because I talked too much. So where was I? You're going through your day, but there's something that is misaligned, that is causing you, that it's cost a lot of energy to go through your day, and at the end you're looking for this time for yourself where you can be soothed and find yourself again. Confronted to like all the environment around you and all the threats and things coming at you creating stress, then you have this time for yourself. Okay, so that's why at the end of the day, there's nothing else to do. You're going to like completely relax and unleash anything that's been happening for you inside you, confronted to all the stress, and you're going to just watch pornography before going to bed. Now when you do that, not only is causing the damages due to addiction to pornography that exists intrinsically due to pornography, but also you're conditioning this habit of like going to bed and feeling relaxed and being able to sleep dependent on pornography, which you're making yourself twice dependent on pornography doing this. So it is not a good solution, and by any means, if you are doing that, I implore you to stop doing that and to watch pornography earlier than before you go to bed, Otherwise, it's going to become your go-to sleep mechanism, and this is really harmful. So what is the solution to that? Like, how do you prevent, you can't control what's happening throughout your day and all those like sources of stress and tension that are happening through you, and ultimately you're going to need that soothing space. So how do you manage that? Well, first of all, you can see what are the sources of stress in your life that are happening, and while you don't have control over everything in your life, first you can try to add a bit more control to what's happening in your life and make sure you live your life to the standards at which you aspire to live. And you can also control how you react to certain scenarios. Okay, you cannot control what's happening to you, but you can control how you react to the things that are happening to you. So instead of discussing stress, can you find within you what are the things that you're responsible for that you can change within yourself, in your life, to make your life a bit better? This is just some general life advice that's really changed my life for the best in the past years. Now, you are going to need some soothing, okay? Ultimately, you are going to need some soothing. For some people, it's watching pornography. For some people, it's binging on Netflix. For some people, it's playing video games. There is this aspect in here. You can see I'm giving you only examples that have screens involved in them, because screens allow us to like completely collapse, put our brain on the bed table or on the couch, and just like completely let go. So what you need to introduce in your days to not have to do that is self-care. Self-care, okay? How many times during your week, not even during a day, during a week, do you intentionally take time to take care of yourself? How many times during the week do you take time to relax, to meditate, to cool down, to have a bath, to get a massage, to go out with friends and relax? Not over drinking. You don't need to drink to forget all about your worries. Just being with friends and having a laugh is enough. How many times during the week do you intentionally do that? How many hours do you have set in your life, in your week, to relax and enjoy yourself? And my understanding, my guess is that it's going to be close to zero. Okay, people who suffer from addiction are really, really bad at setting time for themselves. Could be because of low self-esteem, could be because of a perception that they don't have time for that it's a weak thing to do, whatever it is, whatever beliefs you have about self-care. People who suffer from addiction have very low self-care. So what happens is that they don't take care of themselves, they go through their day, and then they just all the things happening at them, and then eventually they crash and they collapse because they can't do this anymore, and so then they engage in addiction, which is the space where they can be themselves. If you take care of yourself in whichever way you want, that is healthy, but that is intentional, that you won't have to wait until this addictive mind, addictive spirit kicks in and forces you to do all the things that you're going to regret, and instead you can just find time in your day to be happy and relax. Okay, so what do these self-care acts look like? As I said, it can be a bath, it can be a massage. Oh yes, but a massage costs money. Yeah, okay, that's true, and it takes time as well. But aren't you better off investing $100 or whatever it is for a massage that's going to make you feel relaxed and happy in your body and taking care of yourself, rather than diving into addictive behavior that is destructive and that down the line is going to cost you a lot more than $100 because of all the negative cycles in which you're trapped? Bath, massage, laughter with friends, even playing video games. Okay, if it's something relaxing, watching a series, as long as it's like a million episodes or a million hours, that's fine. Calling friends, a walk in the bush, guys. Healing is found in nature. A walk in the bush is the more soothing, restorative activity that you can do. Listening to the trees, listening to the birds. It's easy yet so powerful. What is it for you guys? Let us know in the comments below. What is your act of self-care? It's possibly, there's one thing that you know how to schedule really well in your schedule. What is it for you? What is the self-care? Okay, connecting with women. That's also something that you need to do, right? Going for picking up, or just having time with like women where you feel loved and appreciated and validated, or men if you're into men. Being with the sex that you're attracted to, and just having some comforting with those people. That's also important. Okay, so any little act of self-care that you can do during your day is going to help you a lot. And I want to challenge you today to take your phone right now, you're on your phone anyway, take your phone right now, your device, and go to your calendar, think about an act of self-care that you like to install for yourself. Could be a massage, could be a bath, could be anything like that. And it's a walk in nature. How hard is it to go and do a walk in nature? And put that on your Saturday, okay? On your Saturday morning, 9 o'clock. Or put that, at the end of your day on Wednesdays, because it's midweek and it's a good time to reflect and center yourself and ground yourself. What's a little thing that you want to schedule for yourself that's going to be an act of self-care, that's going to allow you to recharge and relax and not be the victim of all that's happening to you during the week, and that's going to lead to ego depletion? Let us know in the comments below, guys. I'm interested to hear it. Okay, I will make a second video here where I'm going to explain how you can, by planning your day, know how much ego depletion you're going to go through and prevent that from happening, and just sneak in right there an act of self-care that's going to be beneficial for you. Okay, so this is coming soon. In the meantime, let us know in the comments what's an act of self-care that you can do for yourself, that you want to do for yourself. It has to be intentional, that's going to allow you to relax and take care of yourself to prevent the addictive spirit from not striking in and ruining your day. Take care, guys. I hope this is helpful, and talk to you soon.